Does it start over? Oh no, I wanted us to be part of the other one. Um, oh well, I'll show you. I'll make this part two. I'm doing it about Charleston, and I got this, and I knew that there was climate justice issues in Charleston, but I really didn't know what they were, or if I could find, maybe I even knew what they were, but I didn't know if I could find any reference material on it. But I searched the internet and I found this great book, brand new. It's kind of new, by Susan Crawford about um, Charleston's flooding problems and how it affects the poor black community or the poor brown community, the poor community, more than it affects the rich community, the white community, because the white people, the thing for these seaside towns, who know that their water is rising, whether or not they admit that it's climate change or warming of the waters or whatever they admit. They know that the water is rising. They can see it, right? And they're doing things um, to help alleviate it. But it just keeps happening, right? They're putting sand down, they're building walls, they're doing stuff, but they can't stop the inevitable rise of the water. And so, what they're doing, what some countries and cities are doing is creating a relocation plan. So they're making places to move these less fortunate, these people who have less money than some people, to move them somewhere. And what comes directly to mind for me is those the housing projects down there by East Bay, right? Because East Bay, in an hour, if it rains hard, will flood, and those people have no place to go. They're stuck with the flooding. So obviously, there's lots of things that are happening in regard to climate justice in Charleston. Um, Anyhow, we're not dealing with it. Charleston's not dealing with it, and that's what this book is about. That we're not addressing the rich people are going to sell their homes and they're going to move somewhere else. And we're gentrifying, right? So all the places where there were more inland places for people to live in a lower economic bracket, they're building these big high rises on and making them too expensive for you know normal people or people in a lower income bracket to live in. So so it's happening in Charleston, and I found a book about it, and now that's what I'm doing my project on. So I'm excited about it, doing that project on that. And but this book has all kind of interesting information. It's an interesting book to read because it's all about people who I know. I mean, not personally, but like they have things about Mayor Riley in here and what he did to address, which was pretty much nothing. And Tecklenburg, they had an interview with Tecklenburg, who said, they said, "Do you believe in global warming?" And he said, "Well, the waters are rising." And they said, "Yeah, but do you believe in global warming?" "Well, the waters are rising." "Well, why do you think they're rising?" "Well, I think they're rising because it's getting warmer." "So do you believe in global warming?" "Well, the waters are rising." This is the way the conversation went with Tecklenburg. So, and I know Charleston has done some stuff to alleviate some flooding in the places, right, that make them money, in the places where the tourists go, in the places where, because tourism is our number one uh, income stream in Charleston. So anyhow, I thought that was interesting, and that's what I'm doing my project on. So I'm excited about it. It's just a 10-minute PowerPoint, but now I have to learn PowerPoint. Have I talked about this yet? I have to learn PowerPoint, which I mean, I know PowerPoint generally, but I have to do fancy PowerPoint. I think fancy. I just telling Morwen about it. Morwen said, "Yeah, I've been doing that for years." So, but anyhow, I'm learning new things about PowerPoint. So the project, just writing the project is easier than writing it and and documenting it and citing it and all that stuff I can do. But putting it in a PowerPoint that I have to send to people to look at by themselves, that's the hard part for me. And also being creative with that. But it has a great picture in here of one of the neighborhoods, that are so flooded. Anyhow, it has a lot of great pictures. It's going to be a fun project. All right, well, listen, I'm going to wait, do a little bit of work, and then still raining out there. 6:30 at your time. my time is 11:30. Oh, and tonight our clocks here in Ireland go back an hour. Your clocks don't go back until next weekend. So for a week, we're only going to be 4 hours behind each other. And then next week, we'll get back to 5 for my people on the East Coast. Okay, guys. Bye.